Good morning, friends. Welcome to Option Achievers channel. Today I'm going to tell a story. There were two persons. One person wanted to buy a donkey from another person. The donkey seller said the donkey is worth of 100 rupees. The donkey buyer gave the 100 rupees to him and asked him to get the donkey the next day. The next day, donkey seller came without the donkey and the buyer asked, "Where is the donkey?" He said the donkey is dead. Then the buyer asked the money to return back. Then the donkey seller said, "I spent the money." The donkey buyer thought a moment and asked him, "Please give me the dead monkey." The seller also agreed with the confusion that what he is going to do with that dead monkey. The dead monkey was sold for 100 rupees to the buyer. Now the buyer is going to do a raffle monkey game. People who don't know about a raffle monkey game, let me tell you what is a raffle ticket is. It's another gambling process. Just people get the ticket with the same price, and only one person will win the prize, and that person will get that. So this donkey seller, now he is going to make a raffle game out of it. He said, "I have a monkey and each raffle ticket is $2 or 2 rupees. Whoever wins, I will give the raffle monkey." He announced the game and he sold around 400 tickets. Each ticket cost 2 rupees. All the 400 people thought, anyway, I'm going to lose only 2 rupees, but if I win, I will win a monkey. 400 tickets into $2, 2 rupees is equal to 800 rupees collected. Only one person in the raffle lottery win, and this person gave this dead monkey to the winning person. Then the winning person said, "This is not a monkey." Then the seller said, "Oh, sorry, please take back your 2 rupees." And he accepted the 2 rupees and he went back. So remaining profit is 800 minus 2 is equal to 798. And he paid the dead monkey for the price of 100 rupees. So 798 minus 100 is equal to 698 is the profit. Do you know why I am telling this dead monkey story? This is nothing but our share market. Do you know why I am comparing our share market with this dead monkey story? If you look at any share price, whatever may be, the face value is going to be either 2 rupees or 10 rupees. But you know where it is trading now? 400, 800, 1000 rupees. A face value of 10 rupees or 2 rupees is trading with a higher price. Is it worth? For example, if you invest 100 rupees and after 1 year in fixed deposit, it will give you a return of 7 rupees. So that is good. 100 rupees you are investing in fixed deposit and you are getting 7 rupees as a profit after 1 year. That is good. The same 100 rupees, if you are investing in a you can take any example like a chemical factory or a textile factory or any other business. We can take a government's factory. In a government factory, if you invest 100 rupees, you are going to get 14 rupees as a profit. That is how the business is going on. So it is worth trading this 100 rupees stocks in 200 rupees, because the same 200 rupees, if you put in a fixed deposit, you will get 14 rupees. So instead of 100 rupees, you can sell the stocks or you can trade the stocks with 200 rupees. That is okay. That is meaningful. But instead of trading 200 rupees, if too many people are coming and trading, just because of that, the same 200 rupees worth is trading around 300 or 400, it is not worth, because the same stock, if you invest 300 rupees or 400 rupees in a fixed deposit, you will be getting the return of 21 rupees or more than that. But here you have a stock for 300, but you are going to get only the benefit of 14 rupees, which means it's less than the stock market, less than the fixed deposit, which means it's not actually worth. When you buy a stock which is not actually worth, then what is the meaning of this? It's all about buyers and sellers. The more people are coming, so you are trading more and more. That's all. So do you think all the time only retail people are coming with more quantity? No, it's not like that. Even the big investors like domestic institutional investors and foreign institutional investors, they are coming and buying the stocks. After they bought, the price is going very highly. After that, our retailers is buying the stocks, thinking that the price will further go up. By the time it overbought, the domestic institutional investors or the foreign institutional investors, they sell and they take the money. Ultimately, our retailers lose the money. This is the game of raffle monkey game. Okay, now I'm going to give another example. This example is about casino. Casino is nothing but our share market. Do you know why I am calling this share market and casino are same? It's nothing but we can say share market is a legal casino game. I don't know how many of you know about this casino wheel. If you look at the casino wheel, there will be some numbers in red color, numbers in black color, and there will be two numbers in green color. Green color numbers 0 and 00. These are the two green numbers will be there. So total 18 black numbers, 18 red numbers, and 2 green numbers. These 2 green numbers is for the casino owners. If the ball is placed in a green, which means casino owner wins the game. And apart from that, whatever you bet, the opposite bet is for the casino owner. So which means there are total 38 numbers. 18 out of 38 is the winning chance for the players. 20 out of 38 is the winning chance for the casino. So the difference is 5.27%. Players makes a percentage of 47% of winning. Casino have a winning chance of 52%. So the difference between the casino and the player is 5.27%. Which means for every 100 rupees placed, the casino will make a money of 5.27 rupees. For every 1000 rupees placed, the casino makes a money of 52.7 rupees. For every 10,000 rupees placed, the casino makes a money of 527 rupees. For every 1 crore played, the casino makes a money of 5,27,000 rupees. This is the game of casino wheel. So ultimately, The game is decided in such a way that always casino makes the money in a longer run, and they never lose it, and they gain slowly over a period of time. Now, the similar way we are going to do here, if we apply the same policy, if we replicate the same business model over here in trading, then we can call ourselves as professional traders. How do we make money all the time? It's very simple. You just turn as a business owner. In trading, how can you become a business owner? Who is the owner? A shop owner sell the product and receive the money. Here in trading, in stock market, you sell the option, you collect the premium. Shopkeeper sell the product, collect the money. You sell the option, you collect the premium. If you have a banana shop, it's better to sell when the banana is in good condition so that you get the money. But the buyer of the banana will take the banana at home thinking that the banana price will go up. Before the banana price goes up, the banana may get into a rotten stage. After certain time, the banana is useless, nobody is going to buy, which means the banana expired. When the banana expired, there is no use of that. The banana buyer cannot resell it and cannot take the profit. So now you understand, when a product is with you, the expiry is written in the product. Before the expiry, you should sell it. In some of the supermarkets, you can see that when the product is having an expiry date about 6 months, then they will sell it with MRP. When the same product is having an expiry just 1 month, they will reduce the price from 100% to 30% discount, which means a 100 rupees product you will get it for 70 rupees, which means within 1 month the product is going to get expiry, so they wanted to sell the product as soon as possible. The same product, if it is having an expiry of only 15 days, then they will further reduce the price. Instead of 30% discount, they sometimes give even 50% discount, or they will put an offer, buy one get one free, which means they want to sell the product as fast as possible and receive the money, which means the product is going to have expiry soon. Similarly, in options, when you sell, you are receiving the money, you are safe. But when you buy, the product is with you and the product is going to expire in another 5 days. So be careful while buying the options. When you are selling the options, you are much safer than a buyer. For more and more interesting videos, please subscribe. Let me see you in another good video. Bye.